You guys remember Caitlin Pachinko, right? We remember Pachinko. I debated her in that one panel hosted by Hans a little while ago with Shuan Head, and Sond came in to fill in the place of Eris. You know, just great stuff. If you haven't seen that debate, go and look for it. I gotta tell you, it definitely was fun. Except that time when I had the panic attack at the beginning. My bad, sorry, anxiety attack at the beginning. That wasn't fun. But other than that, pretty good. Anyways, Pachinko has never been normal. Pachinko like got onto the scene when she made that one video about how she was leaving the left and how the left lied about Donald Trump and how she really likes Donald Trump and he's super based and red pilled, unlike the Democrats who want you to believe. And she helped PragerU make a video about it. Super strange. Ever since then, she's been an absolute weirdo, but I didn't think she was this weird. So anyways, what happened was, she decided to go online the other day, about 2 days ago now, and have one of the most unhinged Twitter threads that I've seen in my entire life. Okay. And this is saying something. Like, since I'm a content creator, part of my job is existing on Twitter, which is pain enough. But I gotta tell you, when I came across this was definitely something. She had a lot of things to say. Okay. And I gotta tell you, almost none of them were good. Let's just take a quick dive into what Pachinko was talking about it. I watched Vosh talk about it earlier, and this was yikes. Oh my gosh, Vosh. I don't know who that guy is. Wait, just take a quick dive. The only difference between the conservative right and the woke left is that the woke left have institutional power and the conservative right doesn't. But if the conservative right ever gained institutional power, they would be just as dangerous as the woke left. Oh my goodness. Yes, the conservative right, well known for not having any institutional power at all, right? Supreme Court? What? Never heard of it. Anyways, American politics in one tweet. Red, just leave us alone. Blue, never. Okay, wait. This is the most untrue shit I've seen in my entire life, bro. Conservatives want the government to be small enough to fit in your bedroom and in your bathroom. All right. The idea that like conservatives are like, leave me alone is completely ridiculous. It's never been the case all throughout time, but whatever. Yes. Republicans, well known for getting out of other people's business. What the fuck? The right doesn't want people to leave them alone. If they did, they wouldn't be so interested in controlling my body and dictating my religion. This one is also, you know what? For Pachinko, based. This is a based Pachinko tech. You don't get very many of them, so I wanna enjoy this while it lasts, because it does get worse after that. Give the dog a bone. There is no dog in this room, but if you see the dog, tell me and I'll give him a treat. Okay? I see you. I see that you bought the treat. There is no dog though. I believe the baby is a unique human being entitled to life. The leave us alone argument is bogus. It ignores the core role of the government. But yeah, listen, it's okay, because anything that happens inside your body, we get to dictate that shit too, okay? That's just how it goes. And now she's been getting ratioed, all right? And here's when the problems start to persist. When she starts to get ratioed, all right? And it's like when you back an animal into a corner. When you start ratioing people in a thread, when you start ratioing OP in a thread, this is when they start to go crazy, all right? If you can imagine some of the worst tweets that you've seen in your entire life, a lot of them come from people who have been recently ratioed or were ratioed right after they said exactly what they did. Okay. Some of the worst tweets on the platform. And this is no different. It just keeps getting worse. Stop bullying fetuses. They're their own people. Yes, they're their own people. They're just like sitting inside of another person and reliant on them for all of their nutrients and may even kill them. You know, just normal people things. So here, okay. Here's Pachinko. Now, she says that she's not Christian, all right? But apparently she does have some religion, apparently, or believes in some supernatural. I have no clue what it is, but here she's going to explain a little bit of it, okay? And I believe that the baby is a spiritual creature that never really dies, and if aborted, can still be born again if it so chooses. Your spiritual beliefs are no more valid than mine. Stop forcing your religion on other people. Creature? Babies do indeed be creatures, okay? If you've spent any time around babies, you know that they're actual creatures. I would consider a baby a creepy crawly, all right? That's just me, though. That's just me. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people, especially parents, they don't like to hear that. It's true, though. And you know it's true. They be a creepy crawly. They do be crawling. They do. They're a critter. Come on, be honest. Be honest. You disagree with this? I believe the baby is a unique human being entitled to life. Which part? I believe everyone chooses to live or die. And this is, now we start to get into problems, okay? Now is where things start to open up. The ratios have started to finally pile up on top of each other. And now everything starts to spiral apart, okay? This is where things really start. So just buckle your jammies, because it doesn't get any better. I promise you, it only gets worse from here. I believe everyone always chooses to live or die. So if anyone dies, that was already predestined, okay? They chose that. They chose that path. The baby knew what was going to happen. It used its third eye to peer into the future. It already knew. We all know that baby spirits, okay, before they're born, they get to pick out which life that they want. Like they're picking out a game from fucking GameStop, okay? They know what's going to happen. They know what's up. They just want to give it a try, give it a little test run, all right? And that's how this works. Everybody knows this. Stop being stupid. Everyone, always. Aborted children choose to be aborted. If they chose to be born into a human form in the future, they can. So no, I don't agree with this statement because I do not have a Christian worldview. So here's my thing, all right? This is either a rhetorical tool to be like, my personal belief isn't any more valid than your personal belief, so she's just making all of this shit up, or she actually believes this. I do believe like the former would be really funny if she like phrased it better and like was goofing on them really hard, but everyone just, the way that it's coming off right now just makes her seem a little insane, okay? A little wacky, a little wild, a little crazy, okay? A little crazy. So this is where we get wait, here, let me pull this up, okay? It starts to get worse. Here's a little prelude to this, okay? This was the first. In the book Conversations with God, God said, I do not believe in good more than I love bad. Hitler went to heaven. When you understand this, you will understand God. Chew on that, Christians. So that's something. So that's something, okay? For one, that's not a part of the Bible. And two, I don't know why she would decide to get on this path, okay? This is not good. And she decided to make this tweet. Lol, yeah, civilians who get hit by a drone strike on a missed or bad target chose to die. Yes, they do. And then she goes on to say, everyone who died in the Holocaust chose to die in the Holocaust before they were ever born because they collective wanted to understand the experience of ultimate oppression. This is why Hitler went to heaven. Girl, what? Woman, what? Brain galaxy. That's true. That's true. Massive galaxy brain going on right now. Massive galaxy brain. See, listen, okay? We all say that Hitler was the bad guy, but do we all not understand that he was basically helping? He was helping those Jewish spirits experience what they wanted. He's just a cog in the machine, okay? He's there. He's right there, okay? Hitler is Jesus. Many people are, my bad. Not many people are saying this. Pachinko is saying this. Did she tweet this during Hanukkah? She did tweet this during Hanukkah, which is, it's not good. It's not good, okay? And so obviously she was completely 100% bodied for trying to say this, right? Over and over again, she got bodied. She decided to make a stream about it, about how oppressed she is. One thing that I want to look at right before there, which is this, because Big Joel decided to hop in as well, which was really fun. So obviously she got into a big beef about this. Bring your fury, children. Still not bending to knee to the cancel mob. I love the fact that people are like, bro, this is a completely dog shit take. Apparently this is the cancel culture mob now. This is right-wing cancel culture at its finest. Listen, I disagree with the right a lot, but I gotta say this topic, this isn't your finest meme, Pachinko. I must say, this is not your finest meme. No, sweetie. No one hates you for thinking you're a reincarnated Holocaust victim. What the fuck? That's ridiculous. Okay. At least we've reached a line. Okay. Now we know what's ridiculous to Pachinko. This is ridiculous. Everything before then, hilarious. So true, bestie. Now we're starting to get into kooky land. Okay. I've lived I've lived past lives in England, Ireland, Japan, and Egypt twice, but definitely not Germany. What's happening, man? What's going on? What's going on? Not every Jewish victim of the Holocaust came from. Ever heard of Poland? ever heard of Poland, Chief? Ever heard of that place? Yeah, Mrs. Worldwide around here. Take this lady's crystals away. No, she needs them. She was in Egypt twice. She knows what's up, okay? She knows what's going on. What one ratio does to a motherfucker. I'm telling you, dude, this was all spurred on by a ratio. One ratio sent her over the edge. So you think the Holocaust was a good thing? How can you possibly know if it was bad if you didn't choose? I challenge anyone to find the quote where I said the Holocaust was a good thing. I'll wait. And so, oh man, she's seething. She did start seething. That is true. And then Big Joel decided to hop in and go back to this tweet, this very curious tweet. Everyone who died in the Holocaust chose to die in the Holocaust before they were ever born because they collective wanted to understand the experience of ultimate oppression. So they knew what was happening. Okay, so by this logic, she is saying that Hitler did a good thing by doing the Holocaust because everyone who died knew that it was happening, chose to have it happen, and chose to have it happen to them. They knew it was happening. They wanted it to happen. So Hitler only helped them along. He was actually helpful. This is like super pog. He's a cool guy. To her, Hitler is like your friend who helps you and your buddies carpool into work because your car broke down. This is basically what she's saying Hitler is, which is definitely a take a human being can have. I'm not going to say it's a good one though. I hope my ancestors are forgiving because I'm not. I'm definitely not forgiven. Okay, you can ask God for that one. All right, I'm not built for it. But how does this tweet not make that claim? The Holocaust benefited the victims because they wanted to understand the experience of ultimate oppression. Is that not a good thing? And then Pachinko says, "Can you read? When did I say it was a good thing? I also never said it benefited the victims. What are you saying, lady? What are you saying? If you're sitting in your house and you're like, I want a sandwich, and someone gets up, gets the sandwich, and then hands it to you, is that not a benefit? Is that not she's so confident? She's so confident and so stupid at the same time. She did. She was very unhinged. She was incredibly unhinged, especially when it came to like the women in the workplace thing where she's like accepting factual reality is putting women down. That's when I knew that she was like, I always knew that she was unhinged, okay? But I honestly wasn't expecting the PragerU to the Holocaust was actually I didn't expect the PragerU to Holocaust victims chose to die pipeline, you know? I was not expecting that one. They wanted to be oppressed. Yeah, she did say they wanted to be oppressed and Hitler helped them to be oppressed. Yes. I would say their spirit. Okay, wait. So here's where she makes the distinction, okay? It didn't benefit the victims, but what Hitler did was a spiritual contribution that benefited the spiritual collective. But that's not the same thing as it benefited the human victims. Wait, in this case, isn't like the spirit the one that we actually care about? And then like the human vessel is just like a little puppet that they puppet around until they're ready to die and then go back into the system again? Who gave this woman a doctorate? I don't know, man, but I'm starting to think they did not deserve it. Starting to think they may not have deserved this. Reading is fundamental. So she continues to be ratioed over and over again. And she gets very upset. She keeps being upset, which is, I gotta say, is hilarious. And she didn't want to let it go either. She staked her claim on this. She's not going to let this one go. She's not going to be defeated by the right-wing cancel mob. All right. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, she decided to make a stream about it today. This is today, right? Yesterday. She decided to make a stream about this yesterday. I've been canceled by the woke conservative mob who can't handle I'm not a Christian.
Shark.
Yes, lady. So true, bestie. That's actually what happened. That's truly what really happened here. You've been canceled by the woke conservative mob for not being Christian. Indeed. I am very smart. It was definitely a diploma mill. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, maybe she got it from PragerU, from Prager University, you know? Yeah, Hitler benefited the spiritual collective because now they know what's up. Now they know what it's like. Yeah, listen, okay? Okay, Pachinko can get upset, but we all know that Pachinko's baby spirit chose to be ratioed on Twitter, okay? So us making a hilarious dunk video on Pachinko is benefiting the spiritual collective, all right? So that's the position that I'm taking, and that's what allows me to do this, okay? You guys in chat, me, everyone who's watching this, we're benefiting the spiritual collective. Give yourself a pat on the back, okay? Just little. I'm proud of you guys. You're making it happen. I just wanted to take a quick look at this, okay? I just wanted to see what Pachinko had to say for herself. This is about 2 hours long. We're not going to watch all of it, but I just wanted to see what she had to say for herself, okay? After her like breakdown on Twitter.
Well, hey guys, I'm going live with a little impromptu stream. I didn't announce I was doing this stream. I didn't know I was doing this stream until like 5 minutes ago. So I'm just going to give people a chance to kind of make their way into the stream. And then we're going to talk about why I just got canceled by the woke conservative mob, not the woke left. I have actually been canceled significantly more by the woke right than I have been by the woke left. People don't believe this. I got canceled by the woke right, or excuse me, the woke left. The woke left. Oh God, I'm going to confuse these. I got canceled by the woke left a couple times when I first got booted out of the closet of being like a disaffected Democrat who didn't think that all Trump supporters were evil. I got canceled by the woke left a couple times. I have been canceled by the woke right. So
I'm still really confused what the word cancel means. You know what I mean? What does it mean to be canceled? Does it mean that they disagree with you? Is being canceled when they ratio you on Twitter? No big lefty has ratioed her on Twitter since 2020, so she hasn't been canceled. What does canceled mean? They just disagree with you? They don't like your take? What are you talking about? I don't think she was canceled. I'm pretty sure people were just like, you're fucking stupid. But apparently that's being canceled now.
Going to talk about why they're canceling me today, and I am happy to answer any questions about the tweets that people find so offensive. Of course, they were meant to be offensive. I was trying to piss off Christians. You see what happened?
All right, well, wait. Wait, 1 second. They didn't like what I had to say. I was specifically trying to antagonize and piss all of them off, and it worked. And now I'm being canceled. What does this mean, lady? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Not Jews? Yes, specifically. Listen, she wanted to piss off Christians, and that's why she said the Jews chose to die in the Holocaust, as a normal person does.
And I'm just getting the stream set up. I'm literally going impromptu at this time, so I'm getting the stream set up. I'm doing all of it on my end. Oh God, Justin got canceled by the libertarians the other day for not liking Ron Paul. I didn't cancel you, Justin. No, so here's what happened. Essentially, it took 24 hours for the Christian conservative cancel mob to cancel me. 24 hours. So essentially what happened is yesterday.
I want to see her.
Now, I want to start off by saying this.
I want to see her like events, like her timeline of events. I want to see what goes on inside of her head, you know, because this chick is crazy. Pachinko is insane. I just want to see what the world that she lives in is like, you know?
I don't care if you're a Jew. I don't care if you're a Muslim. I don't care if you're a Buddhist. I don't care if you're Hindu. I don't care what your spiritual beliefs are. You're none of my business. If you want to go to church on Sundays and celebrate Christmas and Easter and every Christian holiday in the history of Christian holidays, I do not care. I will celebrate your right to do so. It is a free country that is part of one of the things that we're founded on. I'm not like, I don't know a lot in proportion to a total number of Christians. I don't know. But I literally hear from Christians all day, every day. This is not a joke. I have Christians in my DMs, in my Twitter feed, in my email, all the effing time trying to convert me to Christianity. And it reached to the point, I do believe Hitler went to heaven. Oh yeah, this is the thing that got me canceled. I do believe this, but we're going to talk about this because I'm not the only one who believes it.
Okay, listen, you may believe that I have a stupid position. Well, I'll have you know that other people are equally as stupid as me. Okay, all right. Bad publicity do be free publicity. You're right. Yes, Nazis believe in me. Yeah, bud. I bet. Okay, sure, dude. Yeah, I would imagine that there are people who believe in you, like literal Nazis. Them for one. We can start there. But sure. I think it was like your Hitler went to heaven tweet on Hanukkah that really threw people off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was definitely a curveball for a lot of people who woke up. They're like, man, I wonder what's going on Twitter. And also, like, is Howard, she didn't explain how they like hate her. They were just like, there are Christians in my community and they say converting to Christianity is a good thing, and that makes them evil, I guess. You know, like everyone with a belief is going to try to like make you believe the same thing that they do, right? That's like how beliefs work. That's how like every person who's like left or right of you will do the same exact thing. But okay, apparently this is something new.
Lots of people believe it, mostly because hell isn't a real place. I don't believe hell's a real place. But no, so I made the decision 24 hours ago, a little bit more than 24 hours ago now, that I was just going to start talking about my spiritual beliefs with the same brazenness that I have to hear about from Christians today. And again, I celebrate anyone's right to be a Christian that wants to be a Christian. However you want to worship God. I celebrate your right to read the Bible and have your church study groups. I don't really care. It is none of my business. But when you start trying to force me to live my life based on your belief system, that's when I start to have a problem. Thomas Conservative says, don't worry, I'll fix everything. Thank you for the super chat, Thomas. I appreciate it. So about a day ago, I decided to start speaking.
This meme is very
real. Her soul chose to be canceled. Okay, she chose to be canceled. This is not my fault. I'm helping you.
And not apologize for it. I'm not a Christian. I do not see the world the way you see it. Okay. I don't. And to be honest, I was being a little antagonistic. So why I say I was canceled, Cat King says I'm not canceled. Why I say I was canceled is I just got banned on Twitter for 12 hours after a woke cancel mob.
Wait, lady, you can't say that Hitler went to heaven because he helped the Jewish people experience true oppression like they wished for, and then be like, I was banned on Twitter for 12 hours. Who could have seen this coming? Who could have seen this coming? What's wrong with you? You're insane. You're crazy. This is not a woke cancel mob. Anybody else would be banned for this. She did a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling. It's called we do a little Hanukkah trolling.
If I can pull up the report saying that I was banned from Twitter of tweets. There was a whole long series of tweets talking about different elements of my belief system. Now, to give a general overview of my belief system, I believe that we are all spiritual beings that come from God. We are all a little piece of God that breaks off and decides to have a human experience so that God, the collective, can learn about different types of experiences. I believe that when we are spiritual beings, before we ever come to Earth, we make decisions about what we want our experience on Earth to be like. Some people are going to say, I'm going to be a king or a queen, and I'm going to have everything available to me. I'm going to be the richest person in the world. I'm going to have everything I want. That's going to be their experience in that lifetime. Some people are going to say, I want to be a slave and the most oppressed, that anyone can be oppressed in this lifetime. Now, why would someone choose on a spiritual level? Why would someone choose?
Holocaust victims chose to be Holocaust victims. Slaves chose to be slaves. Okay. People who get like assaulted and murdered, they chose that. All right. We already knew. Why would anybody want to be a slave? Excuse me. She's about to explain it to you.
Would someone choose to be a slave? Why would someone choose to be oppressed? Why would someone choose to be murdered? We're going to talk about that today. Because we choose it when we're spiritual beings, not when we're humans. We have a completely different set of priorities when we're spiritual beings than we do when we're humans. Because when we're spiritual beings, right? When we're spiritual beings floating around up in the ether, just having a grand old time, seeing the big picture, we can see everything that's happened in the past, we can see everything that's happened in the future. We know that even if we suffer the worst possible death on Earth, and we can choose to be born again, or we can choose not to be born again. So the reason that someone might choose to have the most horrible, oppressive, bad experience on a human level is because it gives the collective experience, it gives the collective knowledge about what it's like to be oppressed.
Is very real.
This do be painful. I have to say, this do be a little crazy. I am saying it. I will say it. I will do this. I post Nazi simp rhetoric on my timeline. People's reaction will shock you emotionally. Emotional. Who knew? When I post Nazi propaganda on my timeline, not only do I get banned from Twitter for 24 hours, I also get people saying I'm wrong. Who could have seen this coming?
Like legitimately in really bad situations, because if the collective understands that, the collective is going to have a whole new appreciation. Don't appreciate everything they have. How many people in the world have everything that they could ever possibly want in the world? All the money, all the resources, all the cars, all the people, all this, all that. Someone might choose on a spiritual level, not a human level, spiritual level, because they know it's a larger part of our spiritual development. Julie B says, check out Global Different Script.
She's so basic. This do be basic bitch shit. Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. on. How you gonna say Hitler went to heaven, he was a good boy, and then imagine that you weren't going to get banned? She's just insane. No, she is saying that like Hitler was a good boy. Look,
I was talking about the fact that I think that people make decisions on a spiritual level, and we decide what we're going to experience and how. So the bigger picture here is that I believe that one of the decisions we make on a spiritual level, not a human level, spiritual level, is how we die. I believe that every single person who dies ever made the choice to die. I believe that most people made the choice to die, and when they die, in the manner of their death on a spiritual level. I do believe that human beings have free will, though, and so if we choose to like die earlier than planned on the human level,
I'm choosing to die right now. Yeah, I think we all chose to die after listening to the stream. What the fuck is happening? This bitch. I love how she started streaming and then everyone started like dumping money in her lap. So true, queen. Hitler did go to heaven. So true, queen. You're so good. So true, queen. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then she has this whole cope stream. Wait a second.
You know why I don't murder other people? I don't want to experience the mental anguish and torment I would experience for the entire rest of my life. It's not because I'm afraid of jail. I'm not afraid of going to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I'm not like...
Lady, what are you saying?
That's not the reason I don't murder people. I don't murder people because I don't want to... First of all, it's not my job to infringe on someone else's right to live their life however they want. Secondly, I would experience mental pain and torment for the entire rest of my life because of it, and I don't want to. Yeah,
do we have evidence Hitler isn't in heaven? That's true. Many people are saying this. It is unfalsifiable, the things that she said. Curious. Curious. Maybe she got us at the end of the day, you know? Maybe we're coping and seething. And she's the one who's always been in the right this entire time. I don't know, man. The more I think about it, maybe the more correct it becomes. I'm about to knock this human into the fucking spirit realm, okay? You can go back to the collective and tell them about the ass whooping I'm about to give you. My goodness, dude. I hate this. I hate these people, you know? I always knew that she was wacky. I didn't think that she was this wacky, personally. Now, this is something. Can you imagine if she gets banned? She's going to keep up with this. You know that, right? She's going to keep up with this. And she's going to be like, get her ass banned from Twitter for saying like Hitler went to heaven because he helped out those Jewish souls. Okay, she's going to get banned and she's going to make a 12-hour long stream about how the woke. You know what? Oh my gosh, I want to see it. I want to see Pachinko make this massive heel turn where she starts like shitting all over the right because they're actually worse than the woke left. They're actually worse. The conservative right, the woke conservative right, is actually more despicable than the SJW left. I want to see that happen. She's going to drop that video and it's going to be, man, it's just going to be like a fat turd splash in the water in the tank. You know what I mean? It's going to be great. Yeah, she got spiritually annihilated on Twitter. Wait a second. I closed it out, but I want to look at the comments. What's next for her? Forward, okay? She's going to join, you know, not left, not right, forward. She's going to join Andrew Yang. She's going to be a part of the Yang gang. I'm Christian. I love your channel. No one has to be a Christian to be loved. This means you're in good company. My mother was kicked out of the moral minority in the 80s for asking questions about local leadership. What is happening? I was ready to stand behind you until I saw your post. Listen, lady, I was ready to defend you on all possible grounds until I actually found out that what I was defending. And once I finally found out what I was defending, I gotta say, I'm not sure if I believe it anymore. If you want to wallow in the mud with the lowest common denominator, that's your business. But there's plenty of people who have their eyes on the prize and are working to build relationships. Oh my gosh. There are ignorant people in every group. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay. Listen, guys, listen. Sure, Pachinko said that Hitler went to heaven, but can we honestly blame her? Have you seen what Christians have been saying recently? I find it funny that everyone is using the term died willingly, which is not something I ever said, which means you either made it up or someone lied to you. I'm losing my mind. You said they chose the way they die. What are you talking about? How you speak from both sides of your mouth at once? How does this happen? Gaslight. She is the gaslight gatekeep girl boss. She's going peak girl boss right now. This is it. This is number one girl boss that I've ever seen in my entire life. She's here. She's doing it. I hate my life. This is terrible. Dude, Pachinko's insane, man.